Hey, how are you so far? It's the first time in Cologne?
It's my first time in Cologne.
Oh.
Yeah, and a great honor to be here today.
Oh, that's nice. When did you arrive?
This morning.
So did you have the chance to see the cathedral so far?
Yeah, the cathedral's like as tall as the Chrysler Building in New York. It's amazing.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
I didn't
it's.
know
I
that.
think I heard 175 meters, and I heard a very beautiful story that it had the largest bell in the world. The Nazis during the war had melted it down to make tanks, and after the war, they melted down tanks to make the bell again.
Wow.
Yeah,
That
a really
is very
beautiful
interesting.
story and a very strong metaphor for remembrance and recovering the past, not just remembering the terrible, but also recovering what was destroyed.
Wow, amazing. And you also lived in Indonesia. Where exactly?
North Sumatra. I went there 10 years ago to explore actually the present day effects of a genocide that started exactly 50 years ago today, on October 1st, 1965. And it was 500,000 to 2 million people were killed in 6 months, and the perpetrators have been in power ever since, which means in a way the genocide hasn't ended. Unlike here in Cologne, people's lives are still being destroyed by fear because the killers are still in power. And so somehow when I first went to Indonesia, I actually had the feeling it's like I've wandered into Germany 40 years after the Holocaust. If the Nazis had never been removed from power, if they'd won, and even worse, if the rest of the world had participated in the killings, participated in the Holocaust while it was taking place. And that awful feeling is what led me to spend 10 years actually in Indonesia to make the 2 films that we're here tonight with.
Yes, exactly. One of the films was shown here for some people, but a lot of audience couldn't have the chance to see it. But can you? So, what are you expecting for tonight?
I'm very honored to be receiving the Phoenix Award. I can't say that's a huge honor, and for me to have this recognition in the country where my grandparents come from here. My grandmother was from Berlin, my grandfather from Frankfurt, and they had to leave in 1938, 1939 because they were Jewish, and to come back for this recognition for work that's motivated by the conviction that the aim of all culture should be to prevent human beings from hurting one another like this ever again, although we keep doing it. Returning to be honored in this way here is very moving.
Exactly. It was really nice meeting you.
Nice
and
to meet you too.
hope
Thank
you
you
have
so
a
much.
nice evening and maybe see more tomorrow in Cologne from the city.
I hope so. Thank you.
So have fun.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.